Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a poppy seeds cake with strawberry lemon filling and cream cheese mousse. This cake is very beautiful and it has an incredible taste. Let's get started. To make the cake we'll need eggs at room temperature, sugar, flour, melted butter, poppy seeds and a pinch of salt. The exact amount of ingredients can be found below this video. The first step is to very carefully separate the egg whites from the egg yolks. Make sure that not a drop of water, fat or yolk get into the egg whites, or you won't be able to beat the whites to stiff peaks. Also make sure that the mixing bowl, the whisk attachment or anything else that will touch the egg whites are very clean and dry, so no residual oil or fat is left behind to distort or deflate the egg whites. Combine the egg whites with a pinch of salt, and using a hand mixer beat the egg whites until it reaches a foamy consistency. Then add the sugar in 2 batches and beat the whites until you can see the traces of the whisk on the surface. Continue to whisk the egg whites, add the egg yolks one at a time. You should get a fluffy mixture. Next, add the sifted flour and poppy seeds in 2-3 batches. Using a spatula, mix them together until it reaches a smooth consistency. The last thing we need to add is the melted butter and mix again. Using a kitchen scale, divide the cake batter between 2 8-inch spring forms lined with parchment paper. Carefully spread the batter and bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 35 minutes. Check the readiness with a skewer or toothpick. Insert it into the cake, it should come out dry. Let the cake cool in the baking pan for about 5 minutes or so, then run a knife between the cake and the baking pan. Take the ring part off, invert the cake and carefully take off the parchment paper from the bottom. Let the cake cool down to room temperature, then cover each cake with plastic wrap and refrigerate for a few hours. You can bake the cake in advance and keep it refrigerated for up to 3 days. To make the strawberry filling, we'll need frozen or fresh strawberries, sugar, water, powdered gelatin, and another portion of water for blooming the gelatin. Pour the gelatin into water and mix well. Let it sit for 15 minutes. In a heavy bottom saucepan, combine the strawberries, water and sugar. Bring the mixture to a boil and cook for about 5 minutes, stirring occasionally. Take off the heat and using a hand blender smash the strawberries. Next, we need to dissolve the gelatin by microwaving it for 15 seconds. Add the liquid gelatin to the strawberry sauce and mix well. Now let's prepare the baking ring. Spread a small amount of water on the outer edge of the ring and tighten it with plastic wrap. I use a 7-inch baking ring. That way my filling will be slightly smaller than the cake and it will be covered with cream cheese filling on the inside. Pour the strawberry filling into the prepared baking ring and place in the freezer for a few hours. To make the lemon filling, we'll need the freshly squeezed lemon juice, sugar and lemon zest, softened butter, egg and gelatin that I've already mixed with water. Again, the exact amount of ingredients can be found below this video. In a heavy bottom saucepan, combine the lemon juice, sugar, lemon zest and egg. While constantly stirring, cook it on low heat for about 7 to 10 minutes. Take the mixture off the heat and add the butter. Mix until the butter has dissolved. Dissolve the gelatin by microwaving for 15 seconds and add the liquid gelatin to the lemon sauce. Mix well. Pour the lemon filling into the prepared baking ring and place in the freezer for a few hours. The strawberry and lemon filling can be made in advance and kept in the freezer for up to a month. Before making the cream cheese mousse, let's prepare all the other parts of the cake. Using a bread knife, cut over a thin layer of the brown crust of each cake. Place the first cake layer on the serving plate or cake board. Put the adjustable baking ring around the first cake layer and place the cake collar inside the ring and adjust the ring so that it fits tight around the cake. Since my cake collar is not high enough, I used 2 pieces of Teflon mat about 5 inch wide. We also need to cut our frozen fillings out of the baking rings by running a knife between the filling and the baking ring. Carefully push the filling down and take the ring off. Prepare the lemon filling the same way. To make the cream cheese mousse, we'll need cold heavy whipping cream, cream cheese at room temperature, powdered sugar, white chocolate, and gelatin that I've already mixed with water. Start by microwaving the chocolate for 15 seconds, then take the bowl out and give it a stir. Place the bowl back in the microwave and repeat the process of cooking for another 15 seconds, stopping, stirring, and returning it to the microwave until the chocolate has melted. Dissolve the gelatin by microwaving it for 15 seconds and add the liquid gelatin to the melted chocolate. Mix them together. Place the cream cheese in a mixing bowl and using a hand mixer, whip it for about a minute. Add the mixture of white chocolate and whisk until combined well. Place the cold heavy cream in a large mixing bowl and using a hand mixer, whisk until soft peaks are formed. It should have a consistency of melted ice cream. Add the cream cheese mixture to the whipped cream and give it a quick whisk. Add the powdered sugar and mix it with a spatula. Transfer it into a piping bag. Pipe the filling on top of the first cake layer about half an inch thick. Spread it evenly with a spatula or spoon. Take off the plastic wrap from the strawberry filling and place the filling in the middle of the cake filling. Pipe the cream cheese filling in between the strawberry filling and baking ring, then on top of the strawberry filling. Spread it evenly with a spatula. Place the second cake layer on top and press gently with your hand. Repeat the process with the lemon filling. Cover the cake with plastic wrap and refrigerate it for 4 to 6 hours or overnight. The next day, decorate the cake as you wish. I decided to make a second portion of strawberry filling, and instead of freezing it in the baking bin, I poured it on top of the cake and refrigerated until my top layer had set. To finish the cake, take off the baking ring and the cake color. I also decorated the top of the cake with some piped flowers using mascarpone frosting. If you would like to make the same decor, I'll leave the ingredients list below this video. The cake turned out pretty on the outside and very impressive on the inside. I'll cut it so you can see it. Look at this gorgeous cut. Let me know if you agree with me in the comments area below. I really hope that my video is useful to you and inspires you to make this poppy seeds cake with strawberry lemon filling and cream cheese mousse. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.